But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some halal fun again. You know, the Muslims, they always try to duct tape their prophet. Their prophet, he found the sunset in the murky water. The Quran confirmed that, the Hadith confirmed that, the Muslim, they deny that. Denial will not patch the stupidity of Muhammad. Our Skype is open. Any Muhammadan is free to call if he wish. But we confirm, and you will confirm with us, even if you are a Muslim, even in your heart, that Islam is the most stupid religion ever you can imagine. Here's a God who promised me, if I believe in him, I will go to heaven and I will be effing women non-stop. Obviously, this is a God. And this God, he promised me 2 heaven of gold and 2 heaven of silver. And here we ask ourselves, like, what the heck? First, this is ugly, stupid, and obviously this God, he is trying to tempt me by gold and silver and penis. So I will make your penis happy, excuse my language. I will make your pocket full of gold, but isn't it everything in this heaven for free? I mean, what is the value of gold if nobody need it? If nobody need to go to work and nobody need to earn money to make living, isn't it stupid, even the promises? So the devil always, if we ask a Muhammadan, what the devil he used to tempt us, they will say to you, money, sex. They'd say that. But this is exactly what your God is promising us. Isn't it? This is exactly word by word what your God is promising us. And then when Muhammad, he speak about how you will F a woman, excuse my language again, and how you will have a very hard push. Why he is talking in such a language? I mean, what does that mean exactly? He's trying to tempt you that you will F hard? If this is the case, well, you can do that here, you know. You can earn gold here. You can earn silver here in this earth, and you can F hard here. But when you study carefully, you will notice that this is nothing but a promise of a maniac, sex maniac, who have nothing in his head except how I can tempt my men so they will die for my sake. If you ask a Muhammadan, do you have Muhammad is a prophet, right? Like if we go right now and we try to search to find some article or video on YouTube or anything that Muhammad is a prophet, you know, you will find that the Muslims, they have thousands, if not millions of videos trying to confirm that Muhammad is a prophet for sure, and he have a lot of scientific discovery. if we search as an example, what evidence the Muslims they have for us, you know? Just type like proof. What is the proof that Islam from God or anything? Falsification test. Falsification test. I mean, look who is talking about falsification test. Prove that Allah is exist. Look at this guy. Okay, if we click and we try to watch, are we going to find that the proof that Allah is exist? This guy, he will read for you a verse from the Quran saying Allah, he said that Allah is exist. I mean, have you ever heard of even the stupidity of the logic of this cult? What is the proof that Allah is exist? Allah, he said that he is exist. How to prove to an atheist that Quran God's word? If we play the video, should we play the video so we die laughing again? I mean, it's a joke. How we prove that? But this video is 11 minutes. We can't play every 11 minutes. But how to prove that Allah is God to an atheist? You know, he will say to you, the Quran says that Allah is God. True story, brother.
He's thinking. He may be coming from a religious background, but he may not agree that the God which his parents are worshipping is worth to be called as God. The reason I congratulate atheist is because he has said the first part of the Islamic Shahada, Islamic creed, La ilaha, there is no God. The only thing I have to do is prove to him illallah, but Allah, which I shall do inshallah. To the
So guys, in Shahada, we say there is no God, but then we say except Allah. There's no God, but except Allah. But this is against the Quran. Because the Quran confirmed that there is many gods, and this is a contradiction. If we go in the Quran, just to show you this stupid cult, you know, if there's only one God, as Zuzu, he just said. So how the stupid Quran says that Allah is the best of the creators? You ask any Muslim, how many creators there is, he will say only one. Why you are saying that? Because only God who created everything. Okay, that makes sense, no problem. But then how your stupid God, he says he is the best of the creators? If there's only one God, and here you see that the Muslim, they have false fiction translation. And look how stupid even translation says, belong to Allah. They change the word Allah to God, which is false translation again. The best creator. Even this is stupid translation, which is trying to hide the stupidity of the Quran. The second you say best creator, well, that's mean there is other creators. But in Arabic it says Ahsanul Khaliqeen, which means the best of the creators. You change the translator, right away you will see it says the best of the creators. Okay, how many creators we have? If you say that Allah is being a person who is exaggerating, you know, it's not really real creators, that's a lie. That means Allah is a liar. Because if I say I'm the best student and I'm the only student in the classroom, that means I'm lying about me being the best student. If I say I am the smartest between them and there's no them, only me, that even is more ugly lie. So when Allah, he says, he is the best of the creators, was he sharing the truth or he was sharing a lie? My Skype is open if any Muslim would like to call us. And the challenge in the front of you, was Allah telling a lie or he was telling the truth? Is he the best of the creators or there is only one creator? I am assuming that there is no Muslim really will dare to speak about this topic because obviously Islam will look stupid and funny. We have a Muslim, but I don't know if this is text from now or from before, but I think from before. Let us see if we can text him, or I mean to call him, sorry. And if he answers, we put him live on air with us. Any Muhammadan, he feel like he can really help us in this topic, feel free, and we will be happy to hear you. Hello? 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 Okay, he's not answering, so we will hang up on him. Are you there? Hello? Yes, my friend, you are live on air. I see you text me. You would like to join us live on air?
For a long time, I'm trying to connect with you.
Okay.
And today, fortunately, I get you.
All right. So you are a Muslim, my friend? From your name, I can tell you are a Muslim,
Yes.
right? Okay. So did you hear what we are talking, or you are not with us on YouTube yet?
Sorry?
Did you hear our topic, or you are not in YouTube? Because we are live in YouTube. I don't know if you heard me.
I am watching your videos for a
Okay.
long time.
No, I mean now. I mean now, live.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah, I mean now, live right now. Are you watching?
Yes, I am watching.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have a chapter 23, verse number 14 in the Quran, where Allah, he says he is the best of the creators. Did Allah tell the truth, or he is telling a lie when he said he is the best of the creators?
Best of the creators, it's Arabic is Ahsanul Khaliqin. It means best of the creature or creators or something else.
What do you mean something else? He is the best of the creators. Creators is the creators. Creator is the one who would give life. Creator is the one who make things come to existence. As simple as that. If I make electricity, I'm generating electricity. I'm not making it really. You know, I learn about the electron, how the electron, they work. So I make a current, and that will generate electricity. And that is not creating electricity. I'm just collecting it. You know, I'm causing the electron to make a current, and that will give me the energy. But here we are talking about creator in the term of religion, and always a creator in term of religion is the one who can give life. Correct?
Yes, I know. It is your one of the objection, and Surah Safat, I think 125 verse also says that.
Yeah. So what do you think? What is your response to this? For me, this is something stupid. For you, this is something smart.
I asked some scholar, but they can't answer satisfactory level.
So they did not give you a good answer. You did not like their answer.
No, I am not satisfied with their answer, actually.
So what do you think yourself now? As long they could not give you the satisfaction of answer, you as a Muhammadan, what do you think?
You know, there is many objection, such as Allahu Akbar. You said you have many videos about this topic. Allahu Akbar is not a correct correct sentence. Allahu Akbar.
Correct.
Or Surah 16 verse 103 verse. It also says some best of the creators. This type of sentence.
Okay.
And I asked many hujurs or many scholars, but they can't give me satisfactory answer.
So what do you think you should do? I mean, if you know, isn't it the Quran says that this is a book we made it in clear details? The Quran says that.
Many times. Surah Hud, verse 1.
Okay, so you know the Quran very well. I'm surprised that you know even how right away how to quote the verses for me. So you study the Quran very well.
I know that. I studied it for 2 or 3 years. and I'm watching your most of the videos.
Okay. But Allah, who explained the Quran very well, as the Quran says in many places, how come the Muslim scholars can't explain the Quran, even though Allah, He said He explained the Quran? Is that
There are many I say diversification, or they are not agreed. All Islamic scholars are not agreed on some topics like this. There are very many topics like this. They can't agree.
My friend, but I want you to listen to me carefully. If we have a God, and this God, He says He explained His book very well, why even the scholars disagree about what Allah He explained? You see, if I say to you, I'm God, and when God He says I explain, don't you think that God's explanation should be perfect?
I know that, but you have to take it into account another verse that is I think Surah Baqarah, Surah 2,
Yeah.
that says that mutashabiyat or something like that. Some
Well, this is the contradiction.
Surah Al Imran,
No,
Surah 3,
my
verse
friend, this is a contradiction, because how He say we explain it in details, and then He says there's a part of the Quran nobody knows what means save Allah. And here you ask yourself, obviously Muhammad, he is copying other people's words. He do not know what to answer, how to answer, and now
maybe that indicate that clear verses. That verse maybe indicate that clear verses, muhkam verses.
Our friend, there's
Maybe.
not a single one, not a single verse in the Quran is called muhkam. And I'm showing you just as a simple, like you see, when you ask the Muslims about those verses, which is nobody knows what they mean, they will say to you, like as an example, alif lam mim, but they don't mention this one. The one is Allah, the best of the creators. The Muslim, they claim they understand this verse very well. They don't say that this is part of those. The one they claim nobody knows what they mean, like alif lam mim, Yasin.
But alif lam mim, I think you have said in your book that alif lam mim, every letter has some
equal number, exactly, equal number, and that will lead us to that that Jesus is our God, Christ is our Lord, And this is why it exists. This is why it exists in the chapter of Maryam, chapter of Maryam. So when we go to chapter of Maryam, we will find right away there's something about Jesus right away, and that it says Jesus is my God. But the Muslim,
I read your book. I read your book about this
but my
issue.
friend, we don't want to confuse people now. We want to focus together, me and you. So,
but what does alif lam mim mean? What does alif lam mim mean?
Muslims do not know. The Muslims do not know, right? Muhammad himself do not know. Do Allah knows?
In your book, you explained alif lam ra.
Yeah.
That Jesus is your God, is our God.
Yeah.
But what does alif lam mim mean?
Well, there is many explanation for every one of them. I believe Muhammad was copying from a Christian, books. Like even the Muslim, they agree that Muhammad was copying, or there's Waraqa, which he was a monk, right? And
you have said in your book Waraka and another one, monk Bohira.
Yeah. But Waraqa,
you have said that this is a theory.
Well, it can be a theory. You see those numbers, but the numbers fit perfectly. You know what I mean? And those numbers fit perfectly with the chapter of Maryam, as an example, Kahayas. So those numbers exist before Islam, and the letters they have equal numbers, have nothing to do with the Christians. This is before Islam, and this has nothing to do with Muslims or Christians. So how the Muslim can explain it? They cannot. The numbers is there. Anybody?
I want to know what is the source of this value of these letters. What is the source?
You can go right now. This exists long. This is from the Aramaic language. The Aramaic language, when the Aramaic, they are under occupation, they use coding words. So when the Christian Aramaic, they are discriminated by the Roman. They want to write letter to each other. And the Roman, if they stop them and they find the letter, they won't understand the word, they use the coding system, so nobody knows really what it's meant.
Yes.
Okay, so for sure somebody smart come with this coding, and everybody knows about it. You can go right now, search it in Google. It's all over. Even the Muslims, they use it for their own benefit too. You know, they claim that those coding fit with the Quran and many verses.
But there are many verses like this, Alif Lam Mim, Taha, like this verse. Can you explain this kind of any verse?
My
Any more
friend,
verse?
let us focus. Yeah, you know, we can explain, but the Muslims at the end of the day, they will say this guy is making up lies, and even though the numbers they fit with his his calculation, but doesn't mean really it's mean anything. You know, this is his assumption, and this is his game. He is playing a game, right? But they will not accept. But themselves, they have no answer. You know, and this, and at the same time, if we say that Allah, He gave us a Quran, and this Quran is a message to mankind for guidance, we find that this verses, even the Quran describing as mutashabihat, which mean very confusing, right? So this is not a guy. Not only that, actually the Quran says that those verses is going to be used by the one who have sickness in their heart, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So why Allah, He want to create verses will cause sickness in the heart? Is He sending a message for guidance, or He's sending a message for deception?
I have this question also, but
No, focus with me with this one. As long this God, who claimed to be God, saying, I send you part of the Quran, which is not clear, and that will be used by the one who have sickness in their heart. But those are Muslims. You see, the one who agree with the Quran anyway is the Muslims, not the Christians. For us, we laugh at it.
yes.
Okay, so why Allah want to cause deception to the Muslims?
It's a question.
Okay.
So I have some question to you. Today I have learned something. I can share. I want to share with you.
All right.
And that is Surah 4,
Okay.
Surah Nisa,
All right.
verse number 23.
All right. What about it?
That is adulterated child. A man who commit adulteration can marry his own child, own daughter.
Yeah, well, this is exist in
Imam Shafi says that.
Okay, and I agree with you. But this is exist again in the chapter 25, verse number 54. You know, where it says, وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصَهْرًا. وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصَهْرًا.
Sorry, which chapter? Which chapter again?
Chapter 25, verse number 54, where it says, وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصَهْرًا. You know, if you go and read the interpretation, you will see that if you have sex with a woman, she is not your wife, and you have a daughter from her, you can have sex with the mother and the daughter of the mother. Which means your
It's
daughter.
a shocking thing. But most of the only Imam Shafi. There are four Mahjab,
No,
you know that.
actually, in this
and
verse,
only
no, in this verse about chapter 25, verse about 54, it says, according to the most accurate opinion, and the majority of the scholars, they say it is allowed.
oh, I see.
It's not
But
only
in
the
Surah
Shafi'i.
4, 23, it says only Imam Shafi agreed
Yeah,
on
this
this
is
topic.
in one interpretation. But here, sorry, if you open the chapter, if you open the book of Al-Qurtubi as an example, and I can show it to you on the screen. I don't know if you can read Arabic. It says here, وَهُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ مِنَ الْمَاءِ بَشَرًا فَجَعَلَهُ نَسَبًا وَصِهْرًا. And here it says that if a man he have a sexual intercourse with a woman, and the woman he have a daughter from her, you know, that will not go under that will not go under the statement of Allah saying it's forbidden for you, your mother and your daughter. Why? Because she is from adultery. Because she is not a daughter to him, according to the most accurate opinion of the scholars, not one, not two, and the most accurate opinion in the religion. It's in front of your eyes. And then he explained, he said, and if there is no relationship by legal marriage, so there is no relationship between them, therefore it's not forbidden to have sex with the daughter and the mother of the daughter. And here we go. I have the link in the front of you. I can post it for you in the chat, so you can copy it and you can use Google translation in case reading Arabic is difficult for you. And actually I will use here translation to English. And again, this is Al-Qurtubi. This is the official government website of the government of Saudi Arabia. You know, so Allah, he made a human lineage by law. Translation is not accurate, but it's okay.
I can see your screen. Please help me.
Yeah, I will post the link. Give me a second. I will post the link. Let me post the link in the chat, so you can open the link from there and you can save it for your own reference. And now your scholars, they will be like shouting and saying to you, this guy is lying, but we are giving the reference, as you see. And this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is not a website owned by this guy and that guy. This is government website. If you go in the top, it says Quran.ksu.education.sa. Right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you will see here that Allah Almighty, he made lineage only by marriage, and anything out of marriage is not to be considered lineage. Therefore,
yes,
this daughter, she is not his daughter, but she is his daughter. I mean, he slept with her mother and he made her have this child.
Biological daughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
But because she is not a daughter from marriage, therefore, she is not considered as a daughter, so he can have sex with her. And as you see here, it says, and he says, this is the most accurate according to the most two opinion of according to the scholars, the most accurate and the most correct.
This is Al-Qurtubi. This is Al-Qurtubi.
Yes, this is Al-Qurtubi. Yes, this is Al-Qurtubi.
The problem is Qurtubi is written in Arabic. I can't read Arabic well, and there is no translation in my language.
You can use Google translation. You can use Google translation. It's easy, you know.
Sometimes, yes.
And here it says, this is why it's not forbidden to do fornication with the daughter. The translation coming to the bint as a daughter, as a girl, and the mother of the daughter. It's not forbidden.
It's so silly.
It is very stupid and very disgusting, because now they are approving you to have sex with your mother. Actually, in Islam, there's no penalty if you have sex with your mother or your daughter or your sister, even if she is, you know, from remarriage. I mean, like for sure, like you know, your daughter from marriage. The Quran says it's forbidden for you to have sex with your daughter, correct? But even if you do, there's no penalty. And I challenge the Muslim to show me the penalty for doing that. No, there's no penalty. You know?
Yes.
There's no penalty. And actually, the same, I think, Al-Shafi and Al-Hanafi, they believe that if a man have sex with his mother, there's no penalty too.
My God. It's and where I can find this information? Also Al-Qurtubi.
Let me see. لا حد. Give me a second. All right. Okay, now we have. Let us see. Abu Hanifa, you know who's Abu Hanifa, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that.
Tell
One of the best
people
imam.
who is Abu Hanifa. Tell them, you know, tell the people who are listening.
One of the biggest imam,
Okay.
I think.
All right. He says there is no penalty for anyone who had who did marry his mother or his daughter or his sister or his grandmother. And let me give you the reference.
But Surah Nisa, it's forbidden.
Yeah, it's forbidden, but there's things that's forbidden, but it's okay if you do it. There's no penalty anyway. You know, it's forbidden. Don't do it. But still, like eating pork. You know, you can eat pork. You cannot eat pork. But if you eat pork, nobody will beat you, and there's no penalty. So it says here, let me show you. Let us see. Here we go. This is I found a different book, but this is the same. It's about Abu Hanifa. Al-Muhalla ibn Hazm, volume number 11, page number 253. And now we will use Google translation. We will go back down here, and you will see it says that there is no penalty. لا حد على من تزوج أمه التي ولدته وابنته, or and his sister and his grandmother and his auntie from his father's side or from his mother's side, and even his niece or his nieces and the daughter of his niece. You know, even if he knew that those are his mother, his daughter, his sister, his granddaughter, or his niece, or etc. And I will use Google translation. Here we go again. All right. This is Islam, my friend. It's not.
But this
no
book,
penalty.
how much dependable or authentic these books are?
My friend, those are the scholars. What authentic? Even this one need authentic. This is not Sahih Bukhari. This scholar was alive not long time ago. I mean, this is not like from the time of Muhammad.
Who wrote this book? Who wrote this book? And who quote Abu Hanifa?
The one Abu Hanifa who said that, you know, and the one who wrote
I know,
this book is
maybe Abu Hanifa said that, but who quote this book?
Ibn Hazm is the one who is writing this book. But there's many other books we can show you. They are quoting all of them from Abu Hanifa. So do you think like really a scholar like Ibn Hazm is going to say such a thing if it's not true? The Muslim will kill him alive. You know that. You know, this is not a joke.
Yes, yes.
You know, I mean, in an Islamic country, if you live in Pakistan, if you say you make one post, we'll consider it as an insult to the Prophet, you will become shish kebab in 2 seconds. Correct? So
Yes.
those are people published by Islamic scholars, by Islamic University, and they study their books, and even their sect, Ibn Hanifa, is one of the Islamic sect, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there's hundreds of millions following Al-Hanif and Nu'man. So when he says such a thing, everybody copy him. So they are just copying what it says. So now, not only we have a false God who says stupid things in his book, we have false followers who say disgusting things, explaining what Allah He said, based on their understanding of Islam. You can have sex with your daughter, your mother, even if you know that she is your daughter or your mother or your sister, even your grandmother. I mean, they went so far to the point, even a grandmother, you know. I mean, how filthy a human being to go to his grandmother, his nieces, his sister. I mean, who is left? Who is left?
But it is forbidden. But if one do that, he is committing sin, I think.
My friend, if he just say there's no penalty, it's mean, where is the sin there? You know, and even if you say it's a sin, but as long as there's no penalty, it's mean you did not do something bad. So imagine if you drink wine, they will beat you. If you have sex with your mother, there's no penalty. I mean, do you see how stupid this cult is?
Dear brother, I have some other topics too. I want to discuss with you. That is Surah Al Ikhlas 112. Surah Al Ikhlas. That is Qul Hu Allahu Ahad. Ahad means you said that one of.
Yes.
but in our translation, I find that it is one or single. Wahid, that means single too. But you said ikhad is one.
Yeah,
Ikhad.
yeah. I will explain to you. First of all,
Yeah,
I will post the link, the one about you can have sex with your mother. I just post the link in the chat, so in case you want to take it and save it for yourself for later reference, if you speak to those who claim to be sheikh. Secondly, about ahad, my friend, you cannot make one sentence using the word ahad without saying one off. And the proof of that, I will type the word ahad in the front of your eyes in the screen. I will type it, just as it is, ahad. Here, I will type it, and I will click search.
sorry, I can't see the screen. How can I see your screen? Please help me.
We are in YouTube.
I am on Skype.
You are not in YouTube? Mute YouTube.
I am on Skype.
Yeah,
I am
mute
in
YouTube.
Skype.
Open YouTube, but mute YouTube so we don't have double sound. Keep listening to me from Skype, and you can take yourself, you can take the word ahad, from the same verse you mentioned, copy it, put it in the search engine, click search, and you will find not a single one of them is not coming as a sentence, as one off. It's impossible. The second you say ahad, it is one off. Ahadun minkum, ahadun minhum, ahadun minna, ahadun min al-alamin, ahadun min
That means we
al-mushrikeen.
can't make. That means we can't make a sentence with ahad.
We cannot make a sentence with the word ahad without the meaning coming as one off.
One of, yes.
Yeah, this
yes,
is why
yes.
you see. This is why you see that ahad always is coming as there's a connection after it.
Yes, yes.
You have to compare, like when you say ahad, right away something will come after it. And or you say lam yakun hunaka ahad. Nobody was there. Nobody. But nobody still is a body out of many bodies. So. All of these verses in the Quran, and you can search as you wish, all of them, they use the word ahad, and all of them, as an example, إِذَا قَالَ يُوسف لِأَبِيهِ, chapter 12, verse number 14. If when
So, chapter 12, sorry, please slowly.
chapter
12,
verse number 4.
4. Okay.
Okay.
Chapter 12, verse 4.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Here you will see that the word ahad is coming as ahada ashara. Ahad ashar, which means number 11.
Ahad Ashara.
Ahada ashar.
Yes,
Okay.
I find it.
Here you will
Ahad.
see that the word ahad coming as
Ashara.
1, which means 110. 110. This is 11. So the one, in order to be 1, you have to have other numbers. So even when you use it as a number, it have to be part of numbers, because if the Muslim, even when they say that Allah is one what? When you say 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. So ahad ashar is 1, and 10 more, that is 11. Yeah. So the same goes for any other. Like as an example, chapter 19, verse number 98. It says here.
Chapter 19, verse 98.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the word ahad appearing there. It says, this is the translation saying, find a single one of them. Okay, what is this word single? Where is single one? This translation saying that the Arabic saying, لا هل تحس منهم من أحد. So you do not
minhum min ahadin.
Yeah, min ahadin. See, the min is always coming either before or after. Sometime before, sometimes after, because it's one off, and that goes tons of times all over the Quran. So how come only that verse in the Quran, just only one verse? Only one verse in the Quran, the Muslim, they say that ahad mean one.
Yes.
You will see here.
It is one of the best defensive surahs, I think.
No, it's actually this verse. No, my friend, this chapter is very stupid, and I will tell you why. Because
Zakir Naik also says a falsification test. You have said this issue that Zakir Naik said that if any candidate accept this 4 for I mean
fiction test. Yeah.
Surah Ikhlas. If they meet with these conditions, then he can be a god.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, as long that fit would not be God, well, the Quran mentioned Baal, and Baal is not born; he did not give birth. And Allah, He says, "Are you going to seek Baal and forsake Allah, the best of the creators?" So
Yes. Surah Qafat 125.
yeah, so the Quran confirmed that Baal is a creator, but Allah is better, because when you say he is the best of the creators and you mention Baal next to your name, that means Baal is a creator. He's confirmed, and he is not born. He did not give birth, and he is one Baal. There's no two Baal. Well, that means that Allah and Baal are God. Same time, the Quran as
Baal is a deity who is worshipped by Israelis, I think.
no, my friend, Baal is a god who worshipped by all Middle Eastern, or even in Asia. He is the god of fertility. So people before,
But sometimes Bani Israel, some people of Bani Israel worship Baal.
My friend, that will not change anything. Baal is an ancient god, fake god, false god. People worship him in many nations. The Israeli, they follow many other pagan before, and that's why God punished them from time to time. But that will not change any fact that the Quran confirmed that the best of the creators is Allah, and Baal is a creator. When I say, why you seek Baal when I am the best of the creators, that means he's a creator too, but I'm better than him.
Yes, this is a question, I think.
And remember,
And what does Wahid mean?
And remember,
Dear brother, what does Wahid means?
Wahid mean
Surah
one.
Safat, verse 4. Wahid.
Yeah, Wahid mean one.
Wahid mean one.
Yeah, Wahid mean one, but always one have to be one off, because as we showed you. But here the Wahid is better than Ahad, because Wahid by itself mean one.
Single. One.
Yeah. But when you say Ahad, that is wrong language to say. Because I say Ahadul Tullab, one of the student, Ahadul Khaliqeen, one of the creators, Ahadul Masakin, one of the poor, Ahadul Kadhibin, one of the liars. So Ahad always is a connection to a description of others. Here,
so I can say that this is not complete sentence.
it's not. Exactly, it's not. It's a stupid sentence. Actually, the Quran is full of stupid Arabic words.
I see.
And then
can you show me
same time, my friend. Same time. You quote for me the chapter of As-Saffat, right?
Yes.
Did you see how stupid this chapter is?
How?
Okay, what kind of God he swear? Muhammad, he claimed that As-Saffat is angels. But
angels.
I don't know where he got this from, but we will let it go. So the Muslim, they created a dictionary to fit with the Quran. So As-Saffat, suddenly they are angels. And then he says, by those, the angels. Why God is swearing by the angels?
I know there are many verses Allah swears with many things.
No. What is the meaning, my friend? When God he talk, God is trying to teach me something, correct?
Yes.
God he don't fart, this is not fart, this is God word. So God, he says by the angels.
I think he need not to swear by anything. His word is word, I think.
His what?
Because he is God.
Yeah, but
he need not to swear by anything.
Exactly. No, but not only that, this is stupid swearing, because what does that mean? When you say, I swear by this, I did not do that, that makes sense, correct? Okay, but when you say by the angels, and then you did not say why you are swearing. And then he said to us, verily Allah, is one. Okay?
Yes.
So is he swearing just to tell us that Allah is one? Do God need to swear to tell us that he is one? I swear that I am one. That's stupid. You swear in front of a higher authority.
Yes, but there are many things: stars, air, boat, angels, And this kind of thing, Allah swears by this thing.
What this thing? And then he says, and those angels who drive the cloud, the angels that drive the cloud, you know, in chapter 13, verse number 13, the Quran says that
I read this verse.
Yeah. So the angel, the thunder is Mr. Thunder is an angel.
Thunder. Yes. Well,
okay. What kind of God he says such a stupid thing? So wherever you go with this Quran, you know, it's just a stupid lie.
It is not directly. It is not directly says in this verse, but it is tafsir which says that.
No. You see, when the tafsir depends on what Muhammad said. Muhammad is the one who, you know, when Muhammad did not give tafsir, the Muslim, they do ijtihad, which means they compare it to what, you know, what the Prophet said, like they to get it close to the meaning, you know. But when Muhammad he say, that's it. Muhammad he say. Who is the one? Why the Muslim they come to the conclusion that the thunder is an angel who drive the cloud, and he have 70,000 angels in his right and 70,000 angels in his left. And when he move his hand to the right side, the first 70,000 they scream. When he move his hand to the left side, the other 70,000 they scream. Where they get this from?
And the sound is angel sound.
The sound is his fire belt. His fire belt, which he beat the cloud with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
and you know, and the one who says that, is Muhammad. Muhammad, he says, they ask him, Prophet of Allah, who is the one who asked him? The Jews, as usual, because the Jews is getting him busted that he's a liar. They said to him, tell us about the Ra'd. Looked like they were there and they heard the thunder. So they told Mumu, tell us what is the thunder? We heard the thunder. What is that? Muhammad, he said, this is an angel. So the scholars, when they say that, they are copying Muhammad. Read with me. This is Jami' al-Turmudi in front of your eyes. It says here, a Jew, he came to the Prophet and he said, "Oh Abdul, Abu al-Qasim, inform us about the thunder. What is it?" He said, it is an angel among the angels who is responsible for the cloud. He has a piece of fire wherever that he drive the cloud, wherever Allah wills. And that's exactly what it says in the chapter of As-Safa, that those Safat, they are the one who drive the cloud, correct?
Yes.
So this is in total agreement. And they said, okay, so then what is the noise we hear? Because we hear a noise. Muhammad now is giving you his scientific answer. He said, when they said to him, then what is the noise we hear? He said, it is him striking the cloud when he drive them on until it goes where it's order. They said, you have told the truth. And look at the fabrication here. You know, the Muslims are adding now that the Jews, they agree. The Jews agree with Muhammad, guys. Okay, Muhammad, you told the truth. Okay, obviously, either the Jews here being sarcastic, making fun of him, or this is a fabrication. You know? Yeah.
I see.
So why you don't leave Islam, my friend? I mean, after all this garbage.
No, dear friend. I need to study more, I think.
But isn't it enough what we showed you already? That Islam, to prove to you that Islam is a garbage cult?
No, that.
Do you believe that?
Tell me something. I want to know something new, but because I read your two books, The Deception of Allah and the Quran and Science in Depth.
Okay.
But I have not collected your another book, which is Sex and Allah.
Okay.
I can't find any kind of PDF. But
yeah, I know Muslim, they get my books for free. You know, they don't like to pay for it. No problem. You see, I like to hold. Actually, that's why we are giving our books for free anyway. We are giving them in many languages, but you can read my books in different language. What's your original language?
Bangla.
What's your Bangladesh? Bengal?
Bangladesh.
Okay. So my friend,
Yeah.
I mean, always there is something new to talk about, but you know, usually, like somebody have to give me the reason to share more information. We use usually what is enough to prove Islam to be stupid, you know. So even sometimes we repeat what we say in a previous occasion, but always there is something new, something more stupid. Like today, like you mentioned this to me, we did mention it, you know. If you did not mention, if you don't remind me of a Safat, I will not be mentioning that the thunder is an angel and Muhammad is the one who said that. And when you said to me, where, you know, how the, but this is the scholar saying that, I said to you, no, this is not the scholars, this is what Muhammad said. So the scholars, when they explain the Quran, they come into their interpretation based on the stupidity of Muhammad. And here I believe the Jews are getting Muhammad busted. They are making fun of him. This guy, he claimed to be scientifically accurate. He knows everything. They don't keep his mouth shut. Like, what he will lose if he say, well, I don't know, I will ask Allah. You know? Don't say anything. But this guy, he cannot keep his mouth shut. And the Jews, they knew that. The same one he did to him when they asked him about Alexander the Great. You know? You know, he cannot keep his mouth shut, and suddenly he came and he told them that the sun, he found the sun sitting in murky water and a spring of water, and Gog and Magog, and yeah, you know, so you know, this guy, he don't keep his mouth shut. That's why I feel sorry for Muslims. And now Muslims, in order to, it's too late now to keep Muhammad's mouth shut, but they will try to do, they try to deny those things we show on the screen. As an example, you will see right now somebody saying to you, this is da'if. This is da'if, but this is not da'if. It says good, Hassan. Then when we show them Hassan, you will see someone like this potato Uthman. He say Hassan, this is, they say Hassan, but it's not Hassan. So, you know, they are very flexible, like a lizard. He changes his skin or his color, skin color, depending on the rock he is standing on. You know, war is deception, and the Muslim believe that war is deception. So they are in war with everybody. And we will not share the truth with you about what our God said, because that will be used against us. A Muslim is like a person, you know, when the police arrest a criminal, he says to him, anything you say is going to be used against you by law. So what he do? He deny everything. Doesn't matter what you are accusing him with, you know. But if the Muslims are sitting alone in the mosque, then you will find that the answers are different from the answer they give to Christians. As an example, when David Wood was talking to Mimi Hijab, he said to him, Allah have body parts. Mimi Hijab, he said, who said so? All the Muslims, not a single one, they were laughing at David Wood. But the truth is, all of them, they knew that Allah, he have body parts. You can go right now on YouTube, you will find tons of Muslim cleric saying, yes, Allah have hands.
David Wood is not a debater like you, I think.
Yeah, he's soft. You know, he's a good guy. You know, I respect him, but he's soft.
He's a good guy, but
yeah, he needs to learn.
Not a debater.
Yeah, I don't agree with the way he debate, because he need to be aggressive and he do not need to hesitate. They make mockery. Show them what mockery is. But you know, he grow in different way.
Actually, I think our aim is to seeking truth. So nobody make fun of others. I don't think so.
No, if you watch the
we
debate,
should not do that.
If you watch the debate, the whole debate was a mockery of this guy. You know, it's a mockery, and they were not honest. Not a single guy, he said, from the Jews says that God have a son. This is what Mimi Hijab he said, but the Quran says yes. The Jews, they worship a man. His name is Uzair.
Well, so, yes, I read Bible, but there is no
Uzair, not
no
the Bible,
person
not
named
in the Bible,
Uzair.
my friend, not in the Bible, the Quran. So when this guy, he said in the debate, if we can call it a debate, not a single Jew, and he repeat that, not a single Jew believe that God has a son, and then his stupid Quran says that the Jews, they worship a man, his Uzair, and the Jews, not one Jew as they try to fix it, the Jews, the Quran is so clear. If you go and read the interpretation, we say there's one Jew, because later the Jews, they got them, they encounter with them, and they said to them, we don't worship a guy's name is Uzair. So the Muslim scholars, they come with the excuses. Oh, there was a guy.
Where does Uzair come from?
We do not
I don't know. I can't find this name in Bible.
Nobody knows.
Only in Quran.
Ask Muhammad. We do not know. Ask Muhammad, my friend.
If that time there is any sect of Jews who believe that Uzair is son of
No,
God?
my friend, it never exists. Secondly, when you say something, prove it. It says here, suddenly, and even if there is a sect, this is stupid because it says the Jews they say and the Christian they say. The Jews they say and the Christian they say. And then we find that the Jews don't say that at all. And even, by the way, this verse here where it says the Jews they say is a stupid statement. And when it says the Christian they say, it's a stupid statement too. Why? Because in different verses in the Quran, Muhammad, he said that كفر الذين قالوا, they are kuffar, you know, those who they say that the Messiah is Allah. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I see this.
Okay.
Yes.
So how the Christian they say the Messiah is Allah in one verse, and then another verse Allah saying that the Christian they say the Messiah is the son of Allah. It can't be both. Either he is the son of Allah or he is Allah. So Muhammad is a stupid fool. He do not know what the Christian believe, what the Jewish believe. He is making hummus falafel, you know. So because you know
Uraka bin Nawfal was a Hanif or was a Christian?
I believe that Waraq bin Nawfal neither was a Hanif, neither was a Christian. I believe he was a Nasara.
Nasara is a sect, I think.
Yeah. Nasara, no. It's a false, it's like Jehovah's Witnesses, you know.
I don't know about Jehovah's Witness.
Well, there is many,
actually.
there is religions born of a Christianity, but they are not Christians.
Okay.
All right. So, and this is where Muhammad, he copied this, like, you know, the one who was on the cross, he looked like Jesus. But those Nasara, actually, they don't deny that Jesus is God, you know.
The one thing I want to share with you, that verse 3, verse 3, Surah 3, verse 54, I think.
Okay.
144.
All right.
Chapter 3, verse 144.
Okay.
Oma Muhammadun illa Rasulu. Qad khalat min qablihi rasuluhu.
Yeah.
That means Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a messenger, and before him all messengers has gone.
Pass away.
Or passed away.
Yeah.
Passed away.
Yeah.
Then if it is true, then Jesus or Isa is also passed away.
Exactly. And you will see this, the word khalat min qablihi exists many places, you know, not only this, like in chapter
5, verse 75.
Exactly.
Chapter 5, verse 75.
And chapter 7, verse number 38. And chapter 13, verse number 6. And chapter 13, verse number 30. And etc. You know, it's endless. So always it's coming.
Many messengers or
no,
all the messengers.
No, it doesn't say many messengers. This is false translation. It says قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ. Not, you see, the rusul mean the messengers. It doesn't say the word some, bid'a. It says قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ. All of them, they are gone. So the Muslim, when they translate,
it indicates Isa or Jesus also has passed away.
Yeah. And this is again showing us that Muhammad is a stupid fool.
But we have been heard that he is Allah is taking him up to the sky.
My friend, even that verse, when it's supposedly Allah, he took Jesus to the sky, it says inni mutawaffika wa rafi'uka ilay. Correct?
Yes.
What mutawaffika mean?
But same sentence, chapter 5, verse 75, it says Jesus is a God, Jesus is a messenger, and many messengers have been passed away before him.
Which verse are you reading?
Chapter 5, verse 75.
Okay. Well, 575 actually, if you read it.
575, yes.
Yeah. When the Muslim, they say many messengers, you are reading what? You are reading translation?
Bangla translation and
okay.
Sometimes English translation.
Okay. Where it says many, where is the word many?
in my Bangla translation.
I know, but you are smarter than this. Shouldn't you ask yourself what is the word many?
That's why I ask you that it is many or all.
There is no many. It says قد خلت من قبله الرسل. That's it. There is no many. That's a false translation. And here, in the translation here, it says the word many too, in this translation here. But you can do this. You can, actually there's a website, I think it's called Koran.com something. When you move your mouse over the word, it shows you the meaning one by one. And you will see that the word many is not there.
The Quran.com, I see that, but they are in bracket. It says many.
See, that's mean it's not there. They added to fix the Quran.
Yes.
So
yes.
are they adding word to fix the meaning? If Allah he did not use many, why the Muslims adding many? That's stupid. That is deception. That is fabrication, and that is a corruption. And the funny, they accuse of a corruption. If Allah did not say it, why you add it? If Allah said it, do that there, no problem, you know. But there is nowhere it says He said Allah. You know, many, the word many.
Yes.
So my friend, you are agreeing with me. Why you don't leave Islam then?
I need to study more, I think.
I mean, come on. After all of those garbage in front of your eyes, you need to study more. What, you are going to ask the thunder if he's an angel? Are you convinced that the thunder is an angel? And
I can't depend on this. There is a multiple problem, I think. I said that I can't depend on tafsir, all the tafsir.
But I showed you that. I showed you what Muhammad said. I did not show you the tafsir now. I showed you what Muhammad said. The Jews asked Muhammad, and Muhammad, he said, this is the reason. The Jews, they came to him and they said, okay, Prophet, what is this? Thunder. What is thunder? So this is not tafsir. I can go with you, say, okay, tafsir. Those are scars. Maybe they are wrong. Maybe they can write. Maybe. But here, the Muhammad is saying that. Is Muhammad now is a person who do not understand what Allah is saying?
It is Tirmizi, you showed that hadith. I know that there is I face some problem. There is no explanation, but I am talking to some my scholars, and let's see what they say about this issue.
My friend, why you don't call your scholars to join us right now? Just to show
they
you,
are not
just to show you that your scholars. I want to show you that your scholars are a bunch of potatoes. They are the last one to call themselves scholars, and maybe you know more than them, and yet they call themselves scholars to make living. When somebody claims to be a scholar, okay, cool. If you are a scholar and you talk to someone, he's not even a Muslim, he's a Christian. His name is a Christian Prince. Well, you should beat him easy, very easy. Right away you can silence me, right? You are a scholar. Those are potatoes. They are dummy. They are just making a business, making living, grow beard, have 4 wives. People, they don't go to work. They have no job. And what they do, they just call themselves scholars, and people pay them respect, pay them money. And good life. Life is good. You know, 60 boys, 60 kids, change wives.
I find some clarification also. That is sometimes in Quran, Allah address himself by saying we, and I question that what is we? Why it is here he used we? It should be used I, but they says that it is. Royal something.
Yeah, but you see, this is explanation actually proving to us that Allah is false, because if the human being he used we to make himself majestic, that's mean Allah he don't feel like he is majestic if he say I. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's mean it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit for Allah to be I, so he say we. Because why I want
is it a custom? Is it a customs of Arabian language?
Well, even no, this is a custom for all languages actually. When a king he say we, because the king he lead in the name of the nobles, not only him. You see, even the king he don't lead in his name only. He say we. That's why always he have the nobles around him, and they make a decision, and the nobles usually they agree with the king. Sometimes they disagree. That's why he say we. Like we the Queen of England. But she is not ruling by herself. She have ministers, she have nobles. They agree, they have a crown prince. So we, because there's many authority, and the king is the one who present all the authority. But when Allah, he say we, you see, if the Muslim believe in God, he is a Trinity like the Christians. Then if he say we, okay, I say I can let it go. We, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. But this God, he is not God the Father, not God the Son, not God the Holy Spirit. Yet he say we, and the answer is he is feeling better majestic. That's mean Allah is not satisfied with the word I. He don't like it. He feel like he is not enough respected. That's mean Allah, he seek to be we. This is the very horrible answer actually. That's mean Allah, he is not self-sufficient, and he like to add description to his title to be more respected, and that description is we. I is not enough.
Dear brother, I have another question too. That is, according to Christianity, Shaitan is a fallen angel. But in Islam, he is an genie.
Yeah.
He is a genie. But how Iblis or Shaitan fallen angel? I can't. I
Very
read
simple. You see,
Bible,
because
but
we Christians,
I can't.
yeah, because we Christian believe in a free will.
Yeah.
We believe in a free will. You know.
Yes.
So, because you have a free will, even if you are an angel, you can obey and disobey.
Angel have free will too.
Who?
Does angel have free will too?
You mean in Islam?
Or in Christianity?
In Christianity, we have a free will to everybody. Angels, non-angels, everybody.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
But in
how this happened?
But in Islam...
Please tell me how this happened.
But in Islam, what do you mean? With God, he, you know, I have a free will. Like now, God, he says to me, don't do fornication. I can go and sleep around. Very simple. And then one day, I will answer for my action. The same for angel. He's an angel. He did not create him to be Satan, but he decided to disobey.
Okay, how this Lucifer or angels disobey God? How? When and how?
Because of
I want to know the story.
Because of the free will, you know, because of the free will. When God he decided, he told it, you know, he gave his command. The one we call him Satan. He decided to challenge God, and he to disobey God. And you can read, you know, you can go and read the Old Testament from the beginning, and you can get more details. But remember, you know, the Old Testament is giving you a summary, like, you know, when we speak about Adam and Eve, that he ate the apple and etc. But do you think really God he cared for an apple? Is it really about an apple? No, it's about being disobedient. If it's an apple or it was a treasure, it's the same, you know. So
what Lucifer or Shaitan, what orders disobey of Allah or God?
So I don't understand what
orders. Lucifer or Shaitan, what orders disobey or violate Allah? That's why he is called fallen angel. What order? Such as in Islam, Allah called Iblis to bow down to Adam.
Yeah.
He didn't do
that. No. You see, Allah, he did not order Satan to bow down to Adam.
I know. There is no explanation. There says angels only.
Yeah.
There is no says angel or genie. It's a question, but I want to know in Christianity which order he violates or disobey.
Well, you can go to Ezekiel, you know, book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, and you can read, or go to Isaiah 14, or, you know, many, they tell you about the story. And, you know, simply, when you disobey God, you are Satan too, even if you are a human. You know, when you disobey God, because the Bible confirmed that the father of all lies is Satan. So when we lie, we are Satan. We are just his arm, his weapon, his tools, you know. So Satan, obviously, he disobeyed God, and because of that, he deserved to be punished one day. But because God, he is God of justice, he gave a free will to everybody to be or not to be. And when the Messiah, he said, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father. He present that we have free will. You can say words, you can say, I worship you. But if you don't do his will, you know, you don't belong to me. So the will you do, either you choose your will, because you have a free will,
But
or your
according
free
to
will.
Islam, the angels have no free will. According to Islam.
In Islam, everybody have no free
As
will.
per India.
In Islam, everybody,
Oh,
not only angels.
this is all about luck.
Actually, in Islam is a stupid religion, and I will tell you why. Because how you say everything is destiny, and then you just said that Allah, he ordered the angels to bow down, correct? Okay, except Shaitan, he disobey.
Yes.
But then we find that Allah, he used Shaitan, and Shaitan, he did not really disobey. Shaitan,
Surah Araf, Surah 7, verse 28 maybe. It says, Allah astray Shaitan like this.
yeah, so Allah is the one who deceives Shaitan, Allah who misleads Shaitan, and Shaitan, he said, "Aghwaytani," when you deceive me, you led me to deception, I become who I am. So Allah, he decide.
Chapter 7, verse 16.
Verse 16, and this exists in different places, not only in this one. Yeah. As an example, if you go in chapter 15, verse number 39, Iblis, he said, Shaitan, he said, "Oh my Lord, because you misled me, I shall indeed adorn the path of error." So because you misled me, Allah, he misled him. It's not Shaitan, he was misled.
Mm. 5039, you said 5039, not 15.
15.
15. Okay,
1539. Yeah.
1539. Okay.
Yeah. And you remember, just to confirm this, you remember the story of Adam?
Yes, Adam or Musa.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
Adam and Musa, yeah. But Adam in the Quran is the one who did eat from the tree, right?
Yes.
Okay. But as you see, when Adam, he debated with Moses, he says, Allah, do you blame me?
I asked the question, when this debate happened? Adam and Musa, this is long distance. There is between them.
This is stupid.
When this debate happened?
This is a stupid argument, because it's impossible, especially both of them, they are dead. You see, the Muslim believe that Jesus is alive, correct? But Adam is dead, Abraham is dead, Moses is dead, Muhammad is dead. So how they met and they have this is a stupid statement. But anyway, Muhammad, I'm so glad that Muhammad, he don't keep his mouth shut. As long he agree that Adam, he said that Allah is the one who deceived him, or Allah simply, he wrote destiny for him 40,000 years before he created him. That's mean the scenario of Satan and Adam is not the scenario of Adam or Satan. It was written by Allah. It was decided by Allah. And we cannot blame, if we cannot blame Adam, that's mean we cannot blame Satan.
I know there is a innocent child hadith which Aisha said, and Khizr alayhi salam killed a boy. This all indicate that there is only luck in Islam.
There's no luck, actually. There's no luck. Islam is a stupid religion. You see, luck, because even luck, you have to have a base. As an example, like I say, if you are playing cards and they say, okay, there's four cards will win, but this God, he is giving you cards, none of them will win, because it is his decision. You're not playing. You are not in the game. It's Allah who's playing you. Allah, he decides if you win or not before he created you. So what is the game? The same as Adam, he commits sin, but he did not commit sin. So do you blame me for what Allah he decided for me in my fate 40 years before he created me? You know, you cannot blame me. And here you notice that Muhammad he made another stupid mistake, because the Muslims they say that we Christians believe in the original sin. Original sin mean the sin of Adam. Because of Adam we are out of heaven. You will notice here that obviously Muslims they claim that Moses is a prophet, correct?
Yes.
Okay, how Moses died, and still he do not understand that in Islam you cannot blame Adam for the sin. How come this happened? Moses is a great prophet in Islam according to Muhammadan.
Yes.
And here they are saying that Moses he believed as the Christian believe. He believed in the original sin. He blamed Adam. Because of Adam we are out. So the stupid Muhammad, by making such a story, he gave us a great tool to prove Muhammad is a fraud, because Moses himself he do not believe in Islam. Because if Moses he believe in Islam, then he should not blame Adam for such a thing. And this is why Muhammad he agree with Adam that you cannot blame Moses, you cannot blame Adam, and he repeat that 3 times. He says, and this is Adam confuted Moses, and Muhammad he repeat that 3 times as usual. He is possessed with number 3.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. I read this hadith and many other hadiths too. I have this question too.
My friend, why you don't call your scholar and tell him, I want to see what you can, how you can answer this. He can even choose the topic about Islam, anything you want. Why you don't call him? I want to show you, not only by talking to you, that Islam is stupid. I want to show you by talking to you, the one who teach you, that Islam is stupid, even for those masters who claim to be masters.
Yes.
And you know, the funny thing is, Allah in the Quran, he says, Inna ibadi laysa laka alayhum sultan. You have no authority over my people, right?
It says that.
Okay, but wasn't Adam from ibadi? Wasn't him from
It
his,
says
wasn't
the
this,
very next verse.
according to Muslims, Adam was a prophet.
Adam was a prophet.
Okay, so how he is a prophet, and Allah he stripped shaitan from authority over his mankind, those who follow him. Wasn't Adam at that time following Allah? He did not commit sin yet. Same time, what about Muhammad? Isn't Muhammad he claimed that shaitan he command him, and shaitan he throws satanic verses in his mouth?
Shaitan command him good. It says that.
Not only this, isn't it Muhammad he, you know, the Muslim confirmed that Muhammad received satanic verses?
It's Quran indicates like this, Surah Hajj verse 52. It says, it indicates something that.
No, that indicates, it says that clearly. Because this is why Allah will delete it. You don't
clearly. Yes, it is clearly. It is clearly says that Shaitan throws something also.
So how Shaitan have no authority over the decent followers of Allah, and then Shaitan he throw in the mouth of Muhammad.
Authority means here.
Yeah.
Shaitan will have no authority over Rasul or Nabiyin.
Not only
what
him.
Does it mean authority?
Authority mean to command him, to make him do sin, you know, to fool him, you know. It's a promise of protection. For you over my servant, you have no authority, okay? And he made an exception, the one who is a criminal, al-ghaween. Al-ghaween is the criminals, not just a bad person. So Muhammad, obviously, he was one of the ghaween. He is not a good man, because shaitan should not have authority over him unless he is an evildoer. So when shaitan he throw in the mouth of Muhammad satanic verses, the Quran confirmed that obviously Muhammad is an evildoer.
Yes, okay, dear brother. I have a long desire to talk to you. Suddenly, I talk today to you.
Well, I
But
hope.
my English is not good.
No, you are fine. You are fine. And my
Actually,
English is not good too. And who said that my English is good? But don't worry. Allah will
no,
make us speak in
you
tongues, my
are
friend.
very good in English.
All right, my friend. Thank you for calling. I hope soon you will get me your scholar, or the one you call them scholars, just to show you that they are a bunch of potatoes and we will fry them live on air. And they will never
Okay,
dare to
brother,
speak to
but
me.
I have a request for you,
All right.
to you.
Okay.
That is, I can't find your last book, Section Allah,
My friend, you do
in
not,
Google.
you do not need it anyway. We have 10,000 videos or live on air. I explain them better than a book. No, there's no need. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You are not missing, you know. I mean, what we have is more than enough. What you have is more than enough to make you leave Islam. But obviously, you're afraid, maybe because you live there. I understand. All right? I will be happy
Okay.
to hear from you soon that you left Islam, or you can say it in private to me later, you know, or tomorrow, as you wish. If you do not want to announce it live and here, for the sake of your safety, I understand. But I want you to challenge those sheikhs to accept my challenge. If you dare, call me. If you dare. And I promise you, I will speak to them the same I'm speaking to you. Yeah?
Okay, dear, I will call you, but in private, or not live. I will
I
call
don't
you
go,
not live.
I don't open my Skype when I am not live, just to let you know. But you can text me, you know, you can text in Skype. Because I open my Skype only when I'm live. So if people keep calling me, I'm not there. Like now I go off air. Even if I stay out of air for 2 months, I will never open Skype. I don't open it. I open it only for live on air. Right?
Okay.
Just tell me that you get me a
Yes.
scholar, Abdul, to debate me, and we will be having a good time making him shish kebab. All right?
Okay, if I have any question
You can
to
call me
know,
when I'm live on
then
air.
I will call you.
All right, no problem. Take care.
Okay, brother. Thank you very
Yeah. All right. You see, you know, I mean, isn't it obvious that Muhammad is a fraud? Isn't it obvious? Everything this guy he said is stupid, is extremely stupid. Not only scientifically is it stupid, you know, historically is it stupid. I mean, even his own logic is against his own logic. And the funny, what make it more funny, the Quran said, how come they cannot, you know, deal with the Quran? Why it's very hard to them to deal with this book? If this book have contradiction, Allah, if this is made by other than Allah, you will find contradiction in it. And this is what Mimi Hijab, he said to this guy, Borat, you know, supposedly he's been smart, you know. They are even seeking atheist help. This is how desperate they are to fight Christianity. If this book is made by other than Allah, you will find contradiction in it.
It's mentioned if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
Do you see how stupid even the logic? Destroyed in 2 seconds. I have a phone book in Arabic and has 0 contradiction. Does that make it from God? Do you see even how shallow the book? How in the world this can be a logic of God? So now anyone who write a book don't have contradiction, including me, is God. Because only Allah can write a book without contradiction. And then we find that all the book is a contradiction. And then we find that even Yellow Pages is more organized than the Quran. Like Yellow Pages start with A. If you look for the story of Adam, where do you find it? It's all over. Like it's like the Quran is like somebody was dripping diarrhea and there's a strong fan under his ass, and the poo is all over the wall in the ceiling. Where we can find the story of Adam, it's all over. Where we can find the story of Moses is all over. where we can find the story of creation. It's all over. You open the Bible, you find, okay, God speak about creation in the book of Genesis. That's it. Everything is in order. In the Quran, you cannot find anything. So I want to say thank you guys for listening. I hope today we have a good time and we learned something useful. And again, when I say, guys, I'm going to come back when we have 20,000, that does not include that number when we are done. So now, when we finish now, if we have 10,000, because we want to, you know, we have 84,000 subscribers. So if only 10,000, 20,000 watch it, that means there's more than 60,000 did not watch the video yet. And what people do, sadly, they watch only the last video. Why? I do not know. Maybe it's fresh, like a tomato, you know, as if the video before it was nothing. So we want more people to see. And the important about that is we want more people to learn. It's not about me. I'm sick of this topic. Honestly, I'm really sick of this stupidity. Garbage in, garbage out. I feel jealous from those who make videos making recipe about how to make salad. At least it's useful and tasty. This is poo-poo. This is literally a poo-poo. The Muslim, they are having jihad against Salamander because Salamander, he tried to kill Abraham. This is poo-poo. This is not even good for kids. Even kids would laugh at it.
Prophet told us, alayhi salatu wasalam, that when Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was thrown by his people in the blazing fire, all the creatures of Allah used to try and put off the fire, with the exception of the house lizard. It used to try to blow so that the fire would grow.
This is Islam. This is Islam. This is what Muhammad said. Do you watch cartoon? If you are good at making cartoon, make a cartoon. So everybody will laugh. Comedy. If I am skilled in making cartoon, I will make every story of Muhammad cartoon, because this is the best comedy ever. So they want to kill Abraham, and everybody bring water to stop the fire. All the creature of Allah. I mean, how many elephant there is? How many cow, how many sheep, how many monkey, how many donkey? All the creature of Allah coming from around the world to stop the fire on Abraham, except Mr. Lizard. And what lizard he do? He blow at the fire. I mean, do you know how big the mouth of the Mr. Lizard? You see, the Muslims, they are talking about the lizard as if he's a dragon, or it's a lizard. This lizard, he did this. I mean, this is really scary. All the creatures around the world, they wanted to stop the fire. But Mr. Lizard, the most evil, the kafir, the enemy of Allah, he was blowing air so Abraham will be burned. That is giving us all the answers we are looking for. Lizard is the enemy of Allah, and Muhammad, he made a reward for killing the lizard from first hit. And still you are telling me you don't believe that Muhammad is a prophet? We have a Muhammadan, he's trying to call me, but I think I will not take calls for today no more. Got some work to do. This is Islam. Garbage in, garbage out. Literally. And we have 1 point whatever 4 or 6 as they count themselves. Tomorrow they will say there are 2 billions. Just wait. They believe in such a garbage. And they want to do jihad against the lizard. Even they have fatwa against Mickey Mouse. Islam is, in my opinion, I don't know about yours, is a certified garbage ideology. We try to tempt you so you run and you serve the devil. I will give you virgins if you go and die for me. But Muhammad, he will not go to die and get the virgins. Go and die. The virgins are waiting. Each one of them, her ass is 1 mile. Even the size is mentioned in details. Even the private part is mentioned in details. How it look like, how it feel. How Allah will make her virgin each time you F her. Islam is not for the human race. It's not even convincing for cats and rats. So how any human being can be a fool to accept such a cult? Dangerous cult. Harmful cult. If you know somebody he claimed to be a sheikh, we will be happy to take him for a snack next time we go live on air. And until we do so, don't forget to pray for those people in Ukraine and those who can support them. And we pray for peace, and we pray that the Lord will punish those who kill just to make in their own false glory. Criminals around the world destroying cities and towns of people, human, kicking them out of their houses. Muhammad is dead, but there's many Muhammads exist today. Even some of them, they claim to be Christians. Thank you all. May the Lord bless you. Christ is Lord. Islam without a lie, die. See you soon.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned if this book was from other than God. They would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified